And Detroit, for the first time in 32 years, your Lions have won a playoff game.
I need this to be us next season. I know the Arizona Cardinals obviously have more wins in the past 30 years than the Detroit Lions do when it comes to the playoffs, but that's not the point. I just want this team to be playing elite level football once again, and we haven't had that for a long time, but I think that is going to change in 2024, and let me go ahead and tell you why. But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel and end up enjoying, consider hitting that subscribe button. I normally don't do this in the beginning of the video, but if we end up hitting 6,000 subscribers, we are giving this icy white DeAndre Hopkins jersey away. So if you guys want a chance to win it, all we got to do, 6K by the end of the NFL season, and one of you guys is walking away with this. This is clean, although he doesn't play in the team anymore. I mean, it's a DeAndre Hopkins NFL jersey. It's fire regardless. Going back to what I'm saying, man, I just need the Arizona Cardinals back. Like, it is magical what the Detroit Lions have been able to capture. From trading their franchise quarterback in Matthew Stafford 3 seasons ago, to literally getting Jared Goff in return and a bunch of draft capital, which has turned out to some phenomenal players, the Detroit Lions did the rebuild the right way. They hired Dan Campbell, one of the best coaches in the entire NFL, in my opinion. I've been standing on this ever since he was hired. Like, I don't care what he says, like biting ankles and all that. Like, I get it. But he gets the players to buy into his culture, and he understands what to do. He understands that he is not going to make them do anything that won't help them win a championship, and he has put them in the best position possible. He's built the culture the right way, and the Detroit Lions, outside of the Cardinals, have been one of my favorite teams to watch. They are just so electric. They do things the right way. I love what they did in this 3-year rebuild. Just take a look at it right here. In the 3 seasons since Dan Campbell got hired, they finished with a record of, yes, a record of 3-13-1 in their first season. You got to go through the ups and downs. That is his first year. He took over a horrible roster, and in year 2, we see a leap. In 2022, they finished with a 9-8 record, beat the Packers in the final game of the season to give them a positive record. This just progressively got better to where we are right now in 2023, where the Lions finished with 11 regular season wins and 5 total losses and just beat the Rams in the wild card round. Lions, man, they did it right, and I think if the Arizona Cardinals want to do anything, they need to copy a very similar format and a very similar path. In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals are going to have 7 selections within the first 3 rounds, and 2 of those are going to be first-round picks. So we're going to walk out with insane talent regardless, and I think it's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr., as you guys see probably on the thumbnail. I'm going to put him in there. I think he's going to be a Cardinal, and he's going to be a fantastic asset if this team can land him. It's not 100%, but that is a transcendent wide receiver that would elevate this offense beyond belief. Pair that with the back-end pick that we have from the Houston Texans, and unfortunately, they have rallied off win after freaking win. CJ Stroud, I don't know what you are on, but this is one of the best rookie seasons that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, the man is on crack.
Who is on crack?
He has that pick at number 27 currently, and of course, because, you know, it's the Cardinals pick, so this was a projected top 5 pick, by the way. As it stands right now, it is currently slotted 27. Nothing is final. It can go up, I believe, to 25 if they lose, maybe 26. I'm not sure. But as it stands right now, it's 27. They have a chance to elevate even more, and if they win the Super Bowl, it is pick 32. Regardless, it is a first-round pick, so I'm not tripping. We have a ton of draft picks coming up, and why I'm looking forward to this in particular is because the Arizona Cardinals, ever since getting Kyler Murray, finished with a record of 3-5. 3-5 might not sound super impressive, but we were a field goal away from winning that Seattle game, beat the Philadelphia Eagles, were competitive with the Chicago Bears. 49ers game kind of got out of hand. We just couldn't stop them for anything. They kind of just had their way with us. Pause.
What did he say?
Then we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in bad weather conditions, got James Conner his revenge right there. The Rams game is probably the worst one out of all of them. They just diced us left and right. We couldn't do anything. The Rams just owned us. They have owned us for the past couple seasons. And nothing really new there. The Texans game, CJ Stroud turned the ball over 3 times, and we still just couldn't get it done. We had countless opportunity after opportunity, but that was Kyler Murray's second game coming back off of an ACL tear. So in my opinion, he played pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, but like, just the fact that we were even in this game is great. And then the Falcons game, his first game back, we got a dub. So it's just a lot of positives looking at this. We easily could have at least gone even with that last game against Seattle, if nothing else changes. Did Matt Prater miss that on purpose? Who knows, honestly. I'm gonna say he did. Give us a better pick, Matt. I really appreciate it. So shout out to you, man. We are locked in at 4. It's all because of you. I know you'd hit that kick. Let's be real. Matt Prater's not shinking that, especially 2 in a game. Like, it just doesn't add up. But I digress. And looking at some of the stats without Kyler, like we mentioned, the Cardinals' record without Kyler Murray was 1-8 with Josh Dobbs at the helm, and with him, we finished 3-5. Same roster, very untalented. We gutted this team from the bottom. Monti Ossenfort did his thing, got rid of Isaiah Simmons, DeAndre Hopkins. We made some big departures, though this team wasn't even supposed to win as much as we did, and the fact that Kyler Murray gave us a chance in almost every single game is just impressive. Then we take it the offensive stats with and without Kyler Murray, and this just speaks volumes as well. Like, if the record didn't, this should. In 9 games where we finished 1-8, we were 16.8 points per game, which ranked 28th in the NFL, with 289.7 yards per game, which ranked 26th. And with Kyler Murray, go ahead and flip it, we had 8 games total, 8 game sample size, 22.4 points a game, which ranked 13th, 362.8 yards per game, which ranked 9th. Speaks volumes, the man is a superstar. If you don't believe it now, just watch.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Man finished with almost 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. The man is transcendent. He only played 8 games, coming off of an ACL tear. The guy's going to be fine going into 2024, and once a team is built around him, I am very confident we are going to be able to turn this thing around as soon as next year. And I'm confident in saying this because James Conner missed a couple games, still cracked 1,000, got 7 touchdowns. We have players like Michael Wilson who are looking to break out, honestly. He showed flashes here and there in the 2023 season. This is his rookie year, and he looked phenomenal, especially in that last game. Kyler Murray started trusting him more, and I just love what I saw from him. I think he's going to be fantastic for us for years to come. And then you have someone like Trey McBride, a future superstar tight end. If you guys haven't checked out my video, man, go do that. The man is a dog, fantastic football player. And not only that, the Arizona Cardinals got the money. They got the money.
Here comes the money.
According to Sports Track, we are estimated to have about $52 million in cap space without any cuts, without any restructures, just straight up $52 million. That is going to allow us to spend. Obviously, we have people like Hollywood Brown. We have to make that decision whether we're going to bring him back or not. Personally, I say no. I've been teeter-tottering about this back and forth, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's a good fit. I think he's going to get about 15 to 16 million in the market, and maybe a team like Carolina pays for him. I just don't think we're in a position to do that. Rock with Michael Wilson, Rondale Moore, go draft Marvin Harrison, and let it ride out. And looking at this roster, we have a ton of holes. Do not get me wrong. There are players out there like Brian Burns, for example, who can make tremendous impact. We're going to have to pay him big time money. He is currently an unrestricted free agent. Or we could go get someone like Jaylon Johnson. Obviously, the Bears have stated multiple times that they don't want to let him go. And that's fine, right? But the Cardinals can't offer that contract, and if they match it or tag him, that's cool. But these are 2 players right here who can make tremendous, and I mean tremendous, impact to this team. And even after signing him, we are going to be fine. Backload the contract, pay him all, I don't care. Just bring someone to the team that is going to make impact plays, and I believe in Monti Ossenfort. And after this roster is fully built and restructured, I feel like the Cardinals are going to have a tremendous chance in the 2024 season. I've been saying it, but let me go ahead and show you why. Our opponents have been leaked for 2024, and go ahead and take a look at these, and you tell me that the Cardinals don't have a legitimate chance to win 9 to 10 games. We play the Chicago Bears, very winnable. Detroit Lions, potentially winnable. Patriots, winnable. Jets, winnable. Obviously have Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I'm saying winnable, great defense. Washington Commanders, winnable. Chargers, winnable with a new head coach. Rams, winnable. 49ers, going to be tough, but winnable. Seahawks, very winnable. Packers are a fantastic team. I am a believer of Jordan Love, but winnable. Vikings, winnable. We don't know what Kirk Cousins is going to do. Even then, coming off Achilles injury, we don't know when we're going to play him or how early. We don't even know if he's going to be back. So winnable in my eyes. Dolphins are also a tough team, but winnable. Bills is going to be insanely tough as well. They're kind of like the 49ers, but who knows? Upsets happen every week. Carolina, one of the worst teams in the NFL, winnable. Rams, winnable. 49ers, like I said, potentially, and then the Seahawks, winnable. The Cardinals could easily rile 9 to 10 wins right here. I'm not delusional. I genuinely think this is possible. And before you call me crazy, let's go ahead and take a look at the NFC, and you tell me how many teams are better than them. 4 teams from each division will make the playoffs. So there's going to be 4 teams that the Cardinals can't compete with, and unless we finish number 1 in the NFC West, it is not going to happen. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at it. I think the Cardinals off the rip are better than the Commanders, the Giants, the Panthers, the Bears, potentially the Eagles. I feel like they're going to lose a lot, and I mean a lot of players. The Buccaneers have a lot of uncertainties. Atlanta, if they hire the right coach, might be fantastic. Depends on quarterback play in my eyes. Vikings, I think, will be better than. Seahawks, I think, will be better than. And Cowboys just came off a bad loss, but I think they're going to be pretty fantastic. So if I had to say, I think the Lions are going to be better. I think the Cowboys are going to be better. I think the Packers are going to be better. The Saints could be better depending on quarterback play. I don't think they can get off Derek Carr's contract. So I think we're going to be better. I think the Rams have a chance to be better, but who knows at the end of the day. And the 49ers. contenders. I think off the rip, the 49ers, Lions, Cowboys, Packers will all be better than us. That's 4 teams off the rip. The Cardinals will be fighting for a bubble spot with teams like the Saints, the Vikings, the Falcons, maybe Seattle, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Rams, like these teams right here. And 7 teams are going to make it. And I don't know how the standings are going to go, but I feel like we are going to be one of those 7 teams, and we're going to come off being one of the worst teams in the NFL, number 4 to be exact, to being a playoff contender. I feel like people are going to look at this and say it's delusional, but I see the vision, and obviously I'm a Cardinals fan, so I might have a little bit of bias, but trust me when I'm saying this, the Cardinals are going to be dangerous next season. If you don't believe me, just watch. I can't wait for next year. Still watching the playoffs. I'm enjoying the product. Let me know down in the comment section below your Super Bowl winners for this season. Wild card weekend was insane. It was just blowouts everywhere. Just absolutely ridiculous, but I'm still looking forward to watching playoff football as it stands right now, but we're going to be ramping up videos as soon as the draft, free agency all come up. I'm just excited, man. So let me know if you're excited too. But with that being said, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you guys ended up enjoying, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content. So if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. Like I said, that's all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.